To go to the doctor.
Did it make you want to go to the doctor?
So Dr. Dollaby came in, and he was Australian, and he helped the kids feel better, and he was purple.
He was purple.
He was
Katie,
purple.
I'm going to give you a call next week. We'll get the biopsy results back. Okay? We'll get all the information. Until then, I want her to take stool softener, keeping her stool nice and soft.
Keep doing sonogram,
Start tomorrow, and she can eat anything today or as much as she wants, and I don't have to.
Correct. Today she's okay. If you notice that she has any pain with, like I said, she can have a little sore throat from the procedure. She can have a little cold drink or even some Tylenol.
I'm sorry.
But,
Don't be sorry. That's what you're supposed to do.
Tomorrow, let's do
You could be sorry if you kept all that gas inside and puffed up like a boa constrictor with a bowling ball. That would be bad. Otherwise, I did. I'm sorry. Let me make sure I follow the entire thing. Here?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's another hour from now?
Yeah, it'll be a while. So it takes a little while for it to wear off.
Did you hear that, Katie? No skateboarding for at least an hour.
Wait, no skating for an hour?
Not right now, I want you to make sure you're doing, okay?
Wait, so I'm going to be in the hospital for an hour.
Well, something like that.
I'll talk to you soon.
Guys.
Thank you.
You did a
Thank
good
you.
job, okay?
What's wrong, Katie?
I'm done?
Yes, you did awesome.
I want you to hang
You
out
rocked.
here.
You're going to stay with me?
Have you called Tony's yet?
I have not called Tony. We should call Tony's about the pizza, right?
Call Tony's now.
Okay, well, Tony.
Tell them to have a large pizza with green olives on it, and make sure it's good.
Oh yeah, it's from Tony's. It's always good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You are wonderful.
Why are we not running? I have cheese and crackers in the car too.
Honey, let yourself wake up because your legs might be wiggly now.
You might be.
Walking.
And by wiggly, she means you'll just be rolling on the floor like a big slug. That was really good.
Touch my nose.
With a bad eye or a good eye?
Bad eye.
Bad eye? Okay, here we go. That's pretty good. I got it, didn't I?
Five.
High five.
Bad eye.
Do you want to just close your eyes and lay back, Katie?
Tell her if you want it close.
You.
She might.
Particularly.
Can we turn the lights off?
Is it bright in here?
So.
And what would you like to drink?
Listen.
We have Sierra Mist, water, or apple juice.
Or some lemon stuff.
Yeah.
Sierra Mist?
The only light
Which one?
Wait.
No.
Say it again. Apple juice.
Apple juice, water, or Sierra Mist.
No.
Sierra Mist? It's like kind of like Sprite, only not exactly. Would you like apple juice? We just want to take a little nap, pumpkin. Okay.
No, I want a drink.
Oh, really? Okay. What would you like?
Apple juice, Sierra Mist, or water.
How did they flip me over?
They just rolled you onto your side, sweetheart. You didn't flip over, you just lay on your side.
I was lying down.
You were laying down, you just roll you over to your side, roll you back over.
Can I have Sierra Mist?
Sierra Mist, is that what you're asking for?
Yeah.
Sierra Mist?
Sierra
Okay.
Mist. Please, thank you. So tell me more about your electrophoresis.
Okay, so gel electrophoresis is when you're doing DNA testing, and since DNA is negatively charged, it goes to the positively charged end of the gel. Does that make sense?
It makes complete sense.
And so, but before you do electrophoresis, you have to introduce
a Sierra Mist.
restriction
Sierra Mist,
enzyme.
sorry.
Have you ever heard of this?
We have to stay. I have. It's
Yes.
been a long time.
And you're
Am I
explaining it
hearing
well.
it right?
You're explaining very well.
Stay in bed for a little while until 11:55.
11:55.
That's
I
going
can
to
do
still
that.
take your blood pressure every 10 minutes. But I'm going to get
Okay.
you some Sierra Mist so you can start drinking.
Okay,
I'll
so
turn off the spotlight.
since DNA is naturally that's great.
Is that much better?
Yeah, it's so much better. What is this done?
That's your, let me see, maybe hand. That's to measure how well your body's absorbing oxygen.
How many
much
did I
oxygen is
count
in your-
to?
You counted to 25.
Just in case. But she should.
Do you remember that? Yeah. And you also, I asked you what 5 plus
I
5 was?
remember 1 through 4.
What was 5 plus 5?
Thank you.
5 plus 5 is 10.
That's much better. It's not the answer you were giving me a little while ago. It was 21 for a while.
Katie,
Oh.
who's the president?
Bitch, do you think I was dead?
Who is
Don't
it?
call your Bob.
Barack Obama.
What year is this?
2014.
She's
Year of the monkeys.
You're the monkey. Who's the best dad in the world?
Gregory Kirchhoff.
Did you just take this off your finger? Is that why we're beeping?
Oh!
Yep, you did. So then you pull something.
Oh. It's good.
It's
I'm sorry, I
That's
didn't
okay.
mean
Don't
it.
worry. No, just leave it. Leave it.
She's yelling, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
Oh.
You gotta fart a lot today to feel better.
Yeah, it's your oxygen. So tell me more about your geophoresis.
Okay, and so since it's negative, okay, so you introduce a restriction enzyme which cuts the DNA at certain base pairs.
Right.
Okay. Have you heard of that?
Mm-hmm, it makes sense what you're telling me.
So like you cut it if you have it's like charo base pair like charo what do you call that cuts at the base pairs? I said it.
Enzyme? A restriction enzyme?
Restriction enzyme.
Okay.
If you have like charred restriction enzyme, then what happens is it cuts at the base pairs of CCGG, okay? And then at the bottom it would be CCGG, since it's repeating and you have 2 strands of DNA.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like you have a top strand and a bottom strand.
Yeah.
And so what you do is when you introduce the restriction enzyme, it cuts at that base pair. It cuts at that base pair site,
Right.
and that might be depending on how much DNA you gave. If you gave a lot of DNA, then you might have like you might have like 28 segments of
Right.
DNA,
Little
and
snips.
each segment is called. I had a test on this. And then
What are
when
the segments called?
I don't remember.
Okay.
It's long.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
What's up?
It's someone's holding me.
Dad's holding.
It's taking your blood pressure.
Oh, this is yes.
Oh.
Remember, it's going to automatically squeeze you every 10 minutes, right?
Gotcha.
Okay.
And so then what it does is since DNA is negatively charged,
Right.
then some of the strands of DNA are shorter than the. Did I tell you that they cut?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do
some
you
of
use the
strands
enzyme, the restriction
are
enzyme?
longer
I have to help
than
you.
the. No, I got it.
Oh, what
I
else?
got it. Let go. Stop. You're disturbing me.
What's she doing?
Stop. Go away.
You
She's
have
got-
to
she's
have
got-
adults.
Why are you here?
You're gonna spill
she's
the
got,
whole
we'll spot
cup.
her. We'll spot
I
her.
don't care. I'll spill
I shouldn't
what
have
I
given
want
you
to
that
spill.
much.
Put it to your mouth. Drink slow. Dad's got it. Your mouth kind of burns a little bit. Your throat burns a little bit. Yeah, it's okay. It's going to be all right.
Yeah, she accidentally pulled off the whole socks there for a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that alarm was going.
It's okay.
It's
She
okay.
looked over at it.
You're
She
back.
goes, "I'm sorry. I already said I'm sorry." To the machine going off.
And so, since DNA is negatively charged, it's gonna go to the positive end of the gel. Okay, and the gel is very porous, and that's why it's called electrophoresis, and it's spelled pore.
Poresis.
So I
Yeah.
caught that.
Yep.
And
You're
then
very good.
when the DNA passes through the gel, the smaller strands. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Did I tell you why smaller strands and bigger strands are?
Because you cut at
not-
different base pairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so the smaller strands, they're traveling faster, so they're going to
Why,
end up
why are the
closer to
smaller
bottom.
strands traveling faster?
Because they're fitting through the pores faster, and
How about, are they lighter?
and yeah, they're a little lighter. And
What was that? What happened? Did you
It
lose?
was too bright.
Oh, okay.
Is there a closet light there?
It's still pretty bright. No, it's pretty dark in here now.
Yeah.
Well, except for now, it's hard to see you.
It's okay.
Okay.
If I do that.
How's that?
That's better, unless somebody has to poop.
And so, since...
You were gonna tell me.
And then the longer strands, they have a harder time getting through it, so they're moving faster and they stop earlier. Okay?
And is it?
And so then when you see DNA, when it's like DNA testing, that's why it comes out in strips, because you use gel electrophoresis. And then that's why it comes out in like little bars. Who asked me about DNA?
I did. You
Okay.
started telling me about the lab, and you have a test.
Okay.
And it was the last
And-
thing you saw last night on, when you were watching Neil deGrasse Tyson on Cosmo, he
Oh.
was talking about double pairs of DNA.
He was on
Oh,
what
what?
things molecules do. Now, also, is it? You
Haven't
mentioned.
anyone called Tony's?
No, but we're gonna
We
go to
can't
Tony's. We
leave
can't
yet.
call yet. We're going to be here for a little longer, but we'll get to Tony's. We'll call them before we leave the hospital floor, the hospital grounds, and by the time we drive over there, they'll be ready for you. Now, you're saying it's because the long pieces, have a harder time moving through.
They move slower.
Is it a function of their mass, of their weight? Like, because they're heavier, they move slower?
No, it's a function of like, okay, so if you've got a tiny strand and it's going sideways,
Right.
and then there's a pore that it has to go through, and you know that this is very, very, very small.
Right, yes, absolutely.
Okay, and so it's going through this, it's going quickly, and so the pore, it's like folding and going in, but with a longer piece that takes longer for it to fold and go in and continue on through to the positive end. So really, then it comes up in strips, and then you dye it, and then whichever one is the most...
Like,
And how you figure this out is that the sequence of DNA base pairs,
Mhm.
which is the only difference between my DNA and your DNA, which is even more not than like my DNA and the nurse's DNA, because I'm your mom. And then question.
dramatic pause. That was excellent.
Katie, I was going to see if you could say, "Hi, Grandma."
Hey, Grandma.
Tell her how you're feeling.
I'm in the mood for science.
I'll see if I can send that much to you.
And so then we add dye to the slits that we created. That they're very uniform slits. It's gel electrophoresis.
Right.
Like if you're comparing two people's DNA and the slits are in different places, then you
Are
don't
they-
know what you're doing.
Horizontal parallel to each other?
Yes.
So they're moving across, like,
Oh,
a sideways?
vertical.
They're vertical. Oh, so they all move down.
Well, I mean, you could do them sideways and then just flip it.
Because
But,
you said the lighter ones go deeper?
Yeah,
Like, just deeper into the gel, or deeper? Is
deeper into the gel.
So it's going from the top to the bottom of the gel?
No, not top to bottom, because top to bottom is depth
I mean, yeah.
from north to south. If we're,
Like,
you know what I mean?
across
Like,
the plate.
Yeah, across the plate.
Okay.
And so then,
So what do you mean by deeper, then? That the light ones go deeper?
they get farther through.
They go
the
further
gel.
through the gel. Okay.
And the long ones, they kind of just get stuck and just hang out.
So you end up with some that haven't
Then
traveled as far.
you dye it, and then the dark dyes are the ones with a high DNA concentration. Then you can compare that to someone else's, and so depending on their DNA sequence, then they're gonna end up looking different.
Absolutely true.
Make sense?
Absolutely.
Could you do another
100%
one and
perfect.
say, "Hi, Rachel, I'm doing okay."
Hey Rachel, I love you so much and you're awesome. Peace.
I'm gonna send that to Rachel. She'll feel better.
That's a good one to send to Rachel.
My butt feels slimy.
I bet it does. Because you're farting and you had a little colonoscopy thing up there.
I'm sure there's all kinds of like lubricants.
It's all good.
No, that happened last
We saw good pictures. Your colon looked just beautiful.
Your prep was wonderful.
All clean.
Everything
Very
was
nice.
beautiful.
Your stomach looked like tripe on the inside. It was kind of cool.
It was cool.
You should. Oh, you shouldn't eat it.
No, I should not make soup out of it.
Okay.
How are you feeling? You feel like a little sip more of Sierra Mist?
My throat feels fine. I think. When can we leave and eat?
Soon.
Where are my underwear?
In the bag over there.
Okay.
Where are my underwear?
Who the hell is that?
It's a small baby crying, having a hard
Oh,
time.
okay.
Be nice to the
Sorry.
babies. What the hell is wrong with that kid? Aw. Because you're such a trooper. I mean, you're like, yeah, just give me the IV. It's all good.